Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm over here once again with Max for board and training. This is day 2 of the board and training process. And on this video, I'm going to be increasing expectations by way of the down, adding the down onto the basic method or the script, as I call it. Now, when I talk about adding the down on or doing the down, here's the thing. When you're dealing with dogs that are holding a lot of control in the relationship, okay, it's not about a position that way. Okay, it's not just about, getting a dog down or using a treat, using something the dog wants. This is about influence, okay, being an active agent, just like parental influence. Again, this is why, Max is holding a lot of control. Understand, he's holding a lot of control in the relationship. This is why he's here for help. So here, this is all about influence, being active. It is a type of power play, okay, the process, but it needs to be, okay? But understand, it's not the type of power play where you're trying to create undue challenge or conflict, okay? But understand that when a dog's holding a lot of control, okay, they're right on the tipping point. It doesn't take a lot of influence by way of certain interactions that are going to escalate that regardless, okay? So here, Max has been pretty agreeable. I certainly am picking up some major signs that he's holding a lot of control. So it could be very interesting when other dogs show up here on the weekend. Okay, so I have dogs that are going to be showing up to help in the process with Max, and he's very, very reactive towards other dogs. So, but again, this is setting everything in motion so that I can start to introduce other dogs and other distractions, other people, situations. So here in this video, I'm going to be, again, increasing the level of influence by way of the down. Now, again, when I'm doing this, I'm not focusing on a position that way. It's not about Max going into a down this way. The likelihood that it's not going to happen, but I still want to bring this online. Okay, this is very important. But here, I have to be very aware that because he's at a high level, it may trigger a moment of challenge. Okay, you may see that happen here. So, but again, as I'm doing it, I'm just kind of dialed in here and in tune to his state of mind. But I'm going to be putting some more influence on him because it's helpful. It's helpful. It lines everything up by way of him starting to normalize eating. Okay, in terms of the crate, in terms of how he perceives other people. So it's really important because it's all about me fading in the right way. So I'm going to start to move here with Max. Now as I move with him, again, just kind of a one-step type of method. I bring him in right beside me and do a little push-pull. And I'm going to do the down right here. I'm going to start to push a little bit here. He knows right now that I want him into a down. So I'm just leaning in. I'm not trying to push hard, just steady. And here he's acknowledging, okay, he ain't going to do it. That's okay. Understand, this is not about trying to force and create high conflict. It could still trigger it, and then I'm just going to hang out here. But when I did that, notice his head turned in more. Okay, when I brought more influence online, his head turned in more towards me right after that moment because it brought more focus onto me. And not in a way that he's right now saying, I want to tear Dale's arms off, like not yet, okay? So it's generated some more influence on me, and so I'm just, again, just hanging out. Because here's the thing, is that he still has to work through this. So I have to accommodate Max and understand and appreciate that this is a big change for him, okay? So therefore, sometimes just kind of hang time with me just taking my time before I make another movement is helpful, okay? But I'm not letting him lay down at the same time, so I'll stop that. So still taking control, but I'm letting him kind of register or process what's happening. But again, still about a power play. It really is, and he knows that. So I'm going to step forward again. Now this time, I'm not going to do a little push-pull. I'm not going to add the down on this time, okay? I did it back there. I'll do it again. Again, because I just want him to kind of just settle in. Just taking my time. But as you watch the videos, okay, from like day 1 right through, pay attention to change, to agreeableness, okay? This is all about agreeableness the right way, about fading in. So I'm just, see, I just nudged a little bit here. his head turns in slightly towards me. He doesn't have to be looking in my eyes. I want a little bit of, you know, inwardness. That inwardness represents a fading in. His head turning the other way is fading out. So fade in, fade out. So, but I'm nudging just as I'm fading out, as he's starting, control's manifesting, he's beginning to, his mind's reaching out, starting to wrap around. That's when you nudge a little bit. So if another dog came out, you know, I'd be doing it, you'll see that. It's like I'll be turning opposite. You know, you see my other videos where I'm doing that. So right here, see that little nudge here, right here? So a little nudging is like a little hey you, but if it's too high, it could generate conflict. All right, it's about what makes sense to him. It's just like a little bit of a, you know, bringing his mind in just slightly. Little push-pull. I'm gonna add the down pressure on again, but you want to do the push-pull first to help drop a couple dominoes in your dog's mind. And see right here, so right here, see, made the adjustment over, right, saying, you know what, I don't like this. Dale's kind of kicking it into high gear here a little bit. And I see here his eyes are getting red, okay? So, and he's giving me a I don't like this stare right now. So the focus has changed onto, okay. And this is why, again, take your time, let him work through it. He made the adjustment, move him over, little push-pull. Then he came into agreement again. So this is the thing, it's like him and I having a conversation, so saying, you know what, I'm a little agitated with it, what you did, but, you know, I'm being accommodating, I'm just taking my time, I'm just calm, smooth, fluid. I don't have a certain attitude towards him that, you know, I see him as what he will become. And so this is just about what's needed, and this is just about connection and depth, okay? So this is just about, it's not about discipline or punishment. That way, waiting. If you wait too long, it becomes personal, right? If you're dialed in and you're doing this way, it's about what makes sense, and it's just about connection. Okay, so again, just taking my time. I'm gonna do this like once or twice more, then I'm gonna stop. But again, I'm gonna go in. This time, I won't do it down again. See, I'm just gonna alternate it because I got a hateful look the last time. Not a big deal. And we'll do the last down right in front here, camera view, so you can kind of see what's going on here. Put him here. I'm going to do push-pull first, and then here I'm tying it down. And he's agreeable, went down, that's perfect. So great way to end this interaction. Okay, so he went over a little bit, but this time he said, you know what, I will accept you know, that, and that's a great sign. Understand, when dogs start to accept, especially for a Max. I mean, Max is holding a lot of control, and I can tell through certain things. Okay, so, but again, that's a great sign. So here, when he's in the down like this, I just, again, still having some level of influence happening through the leash, still will nudge. But if you're doing it right, you should be able to nudge and bring a dog into a really good state of relaxation. Even in the down, we're almost like letting them go to sleep the right way because you're taking stress off of it. So this is like a de-stressing interaction right now. And so because the whole message here, or the whole point of this is to say, if I'm in control, he doesn't have to be. He can just start to release it, which he's doing. So Max is doing great. This is a really good you know, interaction part. Still got, you know, a lot more to do, but in terms of starting to just get him to release, he's starting to already. Thanks for watching.